Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm super excited to bring you this video, right? I'm so much encouraged by the previous video. The comment in there is super encouraging, and thanks everyone for giving me this up, right? So today I want us to talk about something really basic, right? So that we get a grasp of what software engineering is, as I introduced in the last video that I'm a software engineer. So today I'm going to talk about what software engineering is and a little bit about it, just a little bit about it. Let's get started. I would define software engineering as a branch of computer science which deals in design, development, and testing and maintaining software application, right? These are keywords that you need to notice: designing, developing, testing, maintaining of a software application. So now you ask yourself that what is software application, right? Now software application are programs designed to carry out a specific task. Simple as that. They are programs designed to carry out a specific task. So let's use YouTube for an example. Okay, now YouTube is a software. It's an application, right, on the internet which allows content creators to create content in a form of video and post it out for audience to watch, which is what is happening now. So you are watching my video, and that is the purpose of YouTube. So that is a specific task that was designed in this application called YouTube to carry out. Do you understand? And if you don't understand this, this is the best I can go, guys. So yeah, that's an example of an application, right? Application carry out tasks, a specific task. All right, so as we've gotten software engineering and software application off the way, we'll talk about software engineer. Now, software engineers are those who design computer programs or software application, if I should say. But then in this software engineering, there are so many types in there, right, which we'll speak about the most popular ones. Just a few of them which are well known. So there are different types of software engineers. We have the front-end engineers, we have the back-end engineers, we have the QA engineers, we have the DevOps engineer, and we have the security engineers, right? There are other, even with these names that I've mentioned, other people call it in a different way, but this is I think the standard names and the most popular engineering fields you can go into if you want to get into software engineering. So let's just take a brief of these types, and let's talk a little bit about them. Okay, so let's start with front-end engineering. All right, so we start with front-end engineering, right? Front-end engineer is basically an engineer that develops the user interface of a software application. So what this basically means is, so with this video I'm going to use YouTube as our example, since we are both on YouTube currently, right? So with front-end engineering, I would say that when you look at YouTube, the things you see, the subscribe button, the like button over there, the comment section, all those stuff you see, even you looking at me right now, is the job of a front-end engineer, right? So front-end engineers show all this to you, and that's the job of a front-end engineer. Now the next one we'll have to look at is back-end engineering. Now back-end engineer designs and implement the core logic of the whole application, right? The logic of something being able to function well. So let me take YouTube again for an example. You see the subscribe button down there. When you click it, you see that the subscribe button subscribe numbers increase, and when you click again, it decrease, right? So that is the job. That logic in there is developed by the backend engineer. So they build the whole logic of an application. You get me? Now the next thing we look at is QA engineers. Now, okay, before we look at QA engineer, let's talk about the full stack engineers. A full stack engineer basically handles what a front end engineer and a back end engineer does. So they specialize in both areas. Back end engineers, so they build what the users see and they build the core logic of a company. So the next type to look at will be the quality assurance. That's the QA engineer, and they focus on creating tasks or creating tools to test these applications, right? So let's say we build an application and we just push it out there for users to use without any test or any form of making sure that the application actually work as it's expected to do, right? So we bring in these engineers called QA engineers. We bring them in to test the application thoroughly before it's being sent out to the public to use. So that is the job of a QA engineer. So the next type we'll be looking at is DevOps engineers, right? DevOps introduce processes, tools, or methodologies throughout the software development life cycle, right? So from developing to being able to deploy the application to the cloud for users to use, we have these DevOps guys coming in to make sure that the process is smooth, right? So developers are able to just deploy the application to one repo somewhere. You get to understand repo if you don't know, so just subscribe and all these terms will make sense to you later. The developers deploy, and the process of deploying all those things has to do with DevOps and then the cloud stuff and all those things, right? Now the next type of engineering we'll look at, which is the last one on the list, is security engineering. This again is another important aspect of an application, okay, where these security engineers come in to make sure that there's no vulnerable, open space for hackers to hack into the system. They make sure that all hack spots are being blocked out from these hackers, right? So they provide tools and encourage developers to build stuff in a certain way that would not make the app or the application open out to these hackers to make harm to the application. So basically these are the types of engineering roles that or skill that you can acquire if you want to become a software engineer, and all these roles are really important, right? And then yeah, that's it. So that's all for software engineering, and this is just the basic. And if you want to really learn more about this, you can join my coding community, which you'll find a link in the description box. Just join that community and ask any question, and also you can drop your comments in the comment section, so that if there's something you really want me to go further on, I'll just put that there, and then we'll see how best we can tackle that. But then I hope this has been really informative, and then hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. If it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.